Furthermore, it occurs to me you might be talking about possibilities that you don't want to say rely on our past experiences, because that's my point, right? That what I would call a genuine possibility, the material component of that is in the past. And if there isn't a material component in the past, in other words, you have no reason from the past to think it's not really a genuine possibility. That's the basic litmus test of if it even is or isn't a real possibility. Some people want to say anything you could state is a possibility, or they want to hedge their bet. Let's say we're talking about war. We have humans have never seen in their history, written or oral, an age without war. Okay, that's arguable, but anyway, let's say that's true. That's true. Let's say of Western history. So can we not say it's a possibility we will be warlike or free from war? Okay, but can we say is the question. Well, first of all, I would say, yeah, we could say it. I've seen peaceful situations, and then we go back to that thing of, well, actually, some people have known peaceful situations, and we can model on that. But what if we'd never even seen that? But because you and I have seen it, we know that those people that hadn't seen it just hadn't seen it, and it's possible. So we, who really exist, are saying there's a possibility because it's based on our experiences. It's always going to be based. If you say something that's not based on your experience, it's bullshit. End of story. That's the whole. That's the whole formula. Yes, it has to be based on experiences, or else it's not a possibility. Now, anything you can state is a possibility in language. Anything you can state. How about that? Some element of why. Why has an element of possibility. It might still be self-contradictory and cancel its possibility out, but I say this because language is not an invisible thing with no factor to play in this drama here. If you have stated it in language, then it is based on your past experience. Period. Again, end of story. Whole formula, because every word is based on past experiences. There's, right? Because we didn't have this language forever, right? We built it from our experiences. So, if you can state it, I'm even willing to say, okay, it's possible unicorns are real. Well, oh, if you play with the definitions. Well, it's possible they were real. You can't know that because you can't go back and check. Haha. Okay, it's possible they were real. You know why? Because horses are real and animals with horns are real, and I don't know, maybe even somebody, grafted one together, and that might count. Who knows? We're just, the only reason it's not to be taken seriously in that case is because I'll gauge the possibility. I'll relate it. It's possible, fine, compared to the fact that um, gravity is predominantly, um, based on the R squared law. Which is, can we compare those? Which is like more likely? Those two things. Let's say that Newton's laws are accurate. We'll compare, and this is funny, right? Because we know that Newton's laws are not perfect because they're missing the relativistic term. But we'll just compare it raw, the old Newtonian way he offered it, to unicorns. We'll do that one. You can rate these things based on your experiences if you just go get some. And so you have to go get some. That's like part of, if you want to talk about what you knew, then you have to go get some. I'm fine with you collect them from other people. Grandpa told you. You believe Grandpa. Great. I Go ahead, extend what you can know. And extend it out to where the poets dance and maybe unicorns are real. But it's always going to be its genuineness as a possibility is not going to be based on, did you state it in language, does it sound nice, would it be good if it was true, you know. It's going to be based on experience, because if you state a possibility, it's like a world without war, but it's not based on your experience of any such world. In fact, you think the world is nothing but war, has been, and you're doing it just because you want to visualize something good. What the hell are you visualizing? How can you visualize? What are you visualizing? How are you? What is it that you're visualizing? Just a void without the war that's here now, or you can visualize what people act like when there's no war, when they're not engulfed in war. Well, because you can, because that's happened. We have good examples of that. So, at least relative to when they are engulfed in war. Maybe we don't have any examples of totally without war, so maybe we won't get to totally without war. But let's go find out and see how it works out when we get there.